KNDY.
All right, let's call this an effort. We've had just a little bit of difficulty getting things hooked up, but I think we're set. And this is pregame from Pittsburgh, Kansas. Good morning, Bruce Dierking, battling the gremlins and all the elements. It's going to be a great day for American Legion baseball as we move to day 2 of the Class A state tournament with the Class B state champion Marysville, post 163, squaring off with the Topeka Senators. This is an 8-team field. Marysville played a 12-team field, winning Class B title. Hiawatha host last week. They come in at 19-5 on the season, posting a 5-inning, 10-run rule, 11-1 victory over Ottawa yesterday. While the Topeka Senators at 24-7 are also in the winners bracket. They were 4-3 winners, holding off Iola in first-round action yesterday. Play continues. It's a 10 a.m. start for these two teams across town on the bottom side of the bracket. Pittsburgh State University. They've got the loser side of the bracket underway as well this morning. The winner advances to Saturday play, I believe, at 9 a.m. Let's go back to the bracket. And the loser would drop to the bottom side of the bracket with the game at, I believe, 6 p.m. this evening. Our live continuing coverage in service of our KNDY Sports Booster Club members. We'll preview this morning's matchup, Marysville versus Topeka, from the Class A State Legion Baseball Tournament, live from JC Ballpark, Pittsburgh, Kansas.
I'm Liz Warren, your Marysville Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investment of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That is why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Marysville Bulldog Athletics on KNDY. Call 785-562-5533 today or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
My family and I are needing a place to stay in Marysville. Do you have any suggestions for a nice place?
I've heard that Heritage Inn Express is the best place in town. They have free breakfast and large rooms to accommodate the whole family. Plus, you can bring your pets with you.
Wow, really? I can bring my pets with me? I was hoping that I didn't have to leave them at home. Heritage Inn Express sounds like the perfect package for a whole family.
You can go see them at 1155 Pony Express Highway, Marysville, Kansas, or give them a call at 785-562-5588.
Dr. Brittany here with Marysville Dental Care, where your family's health is our top priority. Dr. Zach, our team, and I are the family dental home you've always been looking for.
Our comprehensive dental care is designed to serve all of your dental needs. Whether it's a routine cleaning, braces, or cosmetic work, we provide the highest quality of care with a comfortable experience. Visit our office across from the Marysville Courthouse or go to marysvilledentalcare.com to schedule a visit.
Have the smile you've always wanted with our team by your side.
Hey Bulldogs, the Marysville High School Alumni Association has a website for you, marysvillealumni.com, your one-stop hub for all things alumni. Submit your reunion details, update your contact information, and see what's going on with fellow grads. From class news to upcoming events, it's all a click away. Visit marysvillealumni.com and stay connected with the Bulldog legacy. Marysville High School Alumni Association. Once a Bulldog, always a Bulldog.
Bruce Dierking back at JC Ballpark, Pittsburgh, Kansas. We may step aside for our national anthem here momentarily. They have the oath and the introduction of the lineups. We'll come back with this morning's starting lineups and High Legion baseball.
Building on years of service to the community, Mason Tax and Accounting is now Main Street Tax and Accounting. Accountants Tony Yossi and Jess Miller strive to build on 20-plus years of personal, detail-oriented service to their clients. From bookkeeping and payroll to individual tax preparation to ag and business tax services, Main Street Tax and Accounting is your hometown expert. Still located at 1101 Broadway in Marysville. Stop by or call 562-2710. Main Street Tax and Accounting, where the name is new but the service hasn't changed.
Update your home today with a new look from Feldkamp's Furniture Mart. See their tremendous selection of living room, dining room, and bedroom sets and furniture, as well as bedding, accent pieces, appliances, and more. Financing options for any budget up to 24 months with no interest, as well as free delivery, making buying local easy. Shop Feldkamp's Furniture and Flooring in Marysville today.
Our national anthem, we step aside because the audio is not always perfect on our setup here, so there's no reason, no disrespect, but we step aside with the audio challenges sometimes in the field. Well, it's a great day in Pittsburgh. We had about a quarter-inch of rain this morning around 7 o'clock. They've got a turf infield, so the field's not a factor here. They only had light scattered showers yesterday, although we've had rain across much of the eastern half of Kansas, inch or two back at home. I'm hearing overnight in northeast Kansas. Where Marysville hails, and Topeka, obviously, out of our capital city. We've got listeners online. We appreciate that. Coach came up yesterday. He said, "Are you broadcasting all the Marysville games?" And I said, "Yes, we are." And he said, if we face you folks tomorrow, you'll have the game on Friday morning. I said, absolutely. So we passed the word back home. We love having listeners from both teams here on air, online, on our free mobile app, and a service again of our KNDY Sports Booster Club members. Interesting side note, this is the century mark, the 100th anniversary for the American Legion baseball program in Kansas. So certainly an interesting year here in 2026 to be involved in this state tournament. And we're delighted with the warm welcome we've had from the good folks here in Pittsburgh. Topeka will be the home team. Marysville, the visitors on the scoreboard by record, by seeding, by position on the bracket. So we'll start with the visiting team for Marysville. Leadoff batter will be the catcher, Henry Ketter. The left fielder, Cole Ringsdorf, bats second. Alex Shale is in right field, batting third. Gavin LeDuc at third base, bats fourth. Center fielder, Grant Cafley, bats number 5. Eli Ketter is at first, batting number 6. Shortstop, Ty Hager, bats 7th. Designated hitter is Peyton Adams, who went the distance in 5 innings for the win on the mound yesterday. He'll bat the number 8 slot, and the second baseman, J.T. Becker, is cleanup. Noah Polson on the mound for Marysville this morning. Marysville 19-5 on the season. For the Topeka Senators, leading off is the third baseman, Everett Tortolot. Shortstop, Austin Ditch, bats number 2. Designated hitter is Jax Johnson, batting in the number 3 slot. Second baseman, Caden Cooper, bats 4th. First baseman, A.J. Payne, bats number 5, while the catcher, Ryan Bustamante, bats number 6. And center field, batter 7th, Honey French. Left field, Noah Johnson, bats number 8. And right field, cleanup batter is Caden Baker. Topeka Senators 24-7 on the season. First meeting between these two teams this year. Marysville visitors on the scoreboard. Topeka, the home team. It's American Legion State Tournament baseball action live on KNDY Marysville.
Tires aren't all the same, and neither are tire dealers. Find a dealer like Mike's OK Tire who carries Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. Michelin offers safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that provide exceptional performance and extraordinary value. BF Goodrich tires are built for drivers looking for high performance and aggressive styling. Next time you need tires, don't deal with amateurs. See the tire experts. See Mike's OK Tire in downtown Marysville for tires, repair, alignment, and service.
Since 1976, Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions has been your farm and home marketing team. Let the experienced family team of Tom and Rob Olmsted and brother-in-law Tom Kirkland guide you when buying or selling a home or farmland. Delivering timely, honest, and professional guidance, visit olmstedrealestate.com to view current listings and auctions. Your farm and home marketing team is Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions.
300, that's fire 5-2.
KNDY Marysville is AM 1570, FM 94.1, streaming at KNDYradio.com on the Sunflower State Radio website, and available on our free mobile app as well, with live continuing coverage all weekend of Marysville American Legion Post 163 baseball. Again, a beautiful morning, 75 degrees under still a cloudy overcast. There is a variable breeze favoring the south at around 5 to 10 miles an hour. Couldn't be better. We had a great start yesterday. Scattered showers didn't spoil any of the first-round activities. And here on day 2, it is perfect for late July standards. Although every forecast I heard on the local radio stations was the heat's coming on. and we're going to melt this weekend. Middle, upper 90s tomorrow, 90s nudging 100 degrees by Sunday. Leadoff batter is Henry Ketter for Marysville. Cole Ringstorff on deck. Alex Shale in the hole. Eli Ketter is a 367 batter and will face Gavin Payne on the mound, a right-hander for the Topeka Senators. Righty versus righty, and we're underway with day 2 of the Class A state tournament. All strike right down the middle. Spoke with the Senators coach a bit yesterday and a bit more today. He likes his team. Solid pitching on the mound. Gavin Payne will make the start today. Blowing outside, just missed the box. Evens to count 1-1. I asked his standout players. He named one, possibly two, and then he paused. 1-1 pitch. Strike 2. He paused, and I said, that's a solid team. And he looked at me and said, that's what we have, a solid team, good experience, evidenced by a 24-7 season. Coming high inside, evens the count 2-2. Payne with the wind. Just missed. Full count on the leadoff batter, Henry Ketter. Ketter, Ringstorff, Shale, the leadoff for Marysville here. Foul tip, stay alive. Our own Max Blasky visited with Marysville coach Dr. John Hafley. And that conversation during our sportscast this week, our pregame show yesterday. Foul tip again, stays alive at 3-2. So Payne, half a dozen pitches on the leadoff batter. Still full count. Taken high, ball 4. Henry Ketter takes a base on balls. Marysville was so patient yesterday. I used the word discipline. Team changer said patient. They would both say the same thing. They waited out the pitching, and Ottawa pitching was a little suspect along the way. Marysville would take 10 walks yesterday, cruising to the 11-1 5-inning win. Cole Ringstorff is the left fielder at bat and pounds it out to center field. There's a base hit on the first pitch to Cole Ringstorff. Runner advances with Ketter at second. 2 on board to lead this game off. A Marysville team that hit .496 in the Class B state tournament, scoring 71 runs in 4 games last week. Had 11 yesterday, 82 runs in their past 5 games. Payne went 6 pitches, walking Ketter. Ringstorff takes the first pitch out to straight center. Blunt effort is a foul to the backstop right side. Alex Shale is the right fielder. 420 batter. Payne gets the sign from his catcher. Looks over his right shoulder to second. Showing bunt, just fouled on the first base line. Shale looking to advance the runners. Back to what I was saying about patience and discipline yesterday. Marysville waiting for the pitches, not at any point getting in a hurry. Looked very, very confident in that first round action versus Ottawa. Turn back towards second. Ketter diving back on what could be a little bit wet on the base paths yet this morning. It's an artificial turf on the infield. Alex Shale takes this one, a pop-up shallow to the shortstop. Waiting, makes the catch. Alex Shale pops up to short. And Austin Ditch is right there to make the catch. Runners at first and second, 1 away for Marysville. Third baseman Gavin Leduc. Leduc was named MVP in the Class B state tournament last week. He's a .452 hitter. Short lead for the runners at first and second. LeDuc right to the third base. That was a shot right into the glove of Topeka. Tortolet doing a great job because that came hard and fast on the hot corner. Gavin LeDuc out number 2. Brings up the center fielder, Grant Hafley. Eli Ketter on deck if Hafley can keep it alive. Runners at first and second, the leadoff batters for Marysville. Hafley in the box. First pitch from Payne is a strike. Grant Hafley, coach's son, 406 batter on the season. Payne with a wide. Swing and a miss, a strike 2. Pretty good speed from this Gavin Payne on the mound. Low and outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So again, the winner's work is done if they advance today. And the loser will drop to the bottom side of the bracket for an evening affair. Little chopper down the third baseline. Hey, that's going to be in there for a hit. Grant Hafley, not what he had in mind, kind of came off the end of the bat. Will score a single. Runners advance with bases loaded. 2 away for the first baseman, Eli Ketter. Ty Hager on deck if Ketter can do something. Chance for Marysville to make some noise offensively early. They'd hate to strand 3 runners in the first inning. Payne to Ketter, it's high, ball 1. Eli's a .367 batter for 6 in the lineup. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Outfield plays straight away. Just a slight south breeze, 5, maybe 10 miles an hour at times. Low and outside, got away from the catcher. 3 balls, no strikes. Eli Ketter's up in the count. If he likes a pitch, he may have a green light to take it with bases loaded. Gavin Payne showed great control early. Challenged here with Ketter. Pitch is high, walks home the first run. Henry Ketter crossing. Ringstorff advancing to third. Hafley's at second. And Ketter's on board with a second base on balls given up by Gavin Payne. First run across in the ball game. And a 1-0 Marysville lead. Brings Ty Hager, the shortstop, to the plate. 288 batter. First pitch right down the middle. Payne was on the money there with strike 1. Line to the pitch. Caught the outside corner for strike 2. Payne just gave up his second walk. Has his control right back on Ty Hager. Winds and fires. 2-strike pitch. Foul tip. Hager stays alive. Pitching is so critical in these tournament situations. You have to have depth in a double elimination tournament. So make that tough decision. Use your ace early or save him. Payne up 2 strikes. Going outside, it's 1-2. He thought he had a strike there. He pulled his cap off, went down the mound. Not quite, said the official. 1-2 with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Side retired. In the inning, 1 run is across on 2 base hits. No errors. Stranding 3 with 1/2 inning in the books in the Class A state. Legion Baseball Tournament. Marysville leads Topeka 1-0.
In the market for a new pickup, the Nordis Motor Company has a new 2026 Silverado 1500 model. It's the LTZ 71 package. They have a 2026 Chevy Colorado four-wheel drive Trail Boss priced under $45,000 and a new 2026 Chevy Tahoe Premier. See it today at the Nordis Motor Company in Marysville.
When you're building, make the local choice with Cromie Lumber. Close to home, spend your time working and not fetching. Easy pickup or delivery available, and their prices are competitive on all of your building needs. From lumber to siding, roofing, paint, windows, and doors, to the tools to get the job done. Make the easy choice the first time with Cromie Lumber, Marysville and Washington. As always, they appreciate your business as they work to help you save time and money. When you're building, make the local choice with Cromie Lumber.
6-run fourth inning versus Ottawa yesterday was Marysville's big inning. They had 3 scores in the second inning en route to an 11-1 10-run affair in 5 innings versus Ottawa. Marysville waiting out the pitching, took 10 walks, scattered a handful of errors for the Ottawa team, falling 11-1. They dropped to the bottom side of the bracket. Action today, it's Topeka versus Marysville here on the winner's bracket. Opposite Iola and Ottawa, bottom side of the bracket. Just afternoon today, Hiawatha meets host Pittsburgh here on the winner's side of the bracket, while Chanute and Smith County square off on the bottom side over at Pittsburgh State. Great facilities. Again, we appreciate the warm welcome here in Pittsburgh. I was here 5 years ago, worked the tournament for Marysville, went all the way to the bottom side of the bracket. Marysville falling to Garnett. Last year came back in the bottom side of the bracket in that marathon tournament over at Hiawatha. Last year finished 3-8. Garnett beat them 12-4 after they went 4-2 in that state tourney last year. Most of the kids returned. They've got a lot of seasoned players for this Post 163 squad. Facing Topeka, the leadoff batter, Everett Tortolot is the third baseman. Austin Ditch is on deck, and Jax Johnson in the hole. Noah Polson, right-hander, on the mound for Marysville this morning. Peyton Adams went all 5 innings for the win yesterday. First pitch is low and outside, ball 1. Noah's 3-1 on the season, pitched 21 innings, 8 games. Gave up 20 hits, 24 runs. Low and way outside, ball 2. Behind the plate, Henry Ketter for Post 163. Tortolot's the leadoff batter, right-handed batter. Polson comes in high for ball 3. Right down the middle, caught a strike there. Tortolot was trying to wait out the wall. The 3-1 pitch is ball 4. Tortolot with the base on balls to lead off bottom half of the first inning. Brings up the shortstop, Austin Ditch. Jax Johnson is on deck. Ditch is going to be a left-handed batter. Throwing a lefty in there against Noah Polson. Check of the runner at first. Step and a half off the bag. Here's a chopper to the first baseman. Fires to second. Mishandled at second base. Gavin Leduc made the choice. He could have stepped over to the bag, instead made the toss. I'm sorry, not Gavin Leduc. First baseman is Eli Ketter. Ketter made the choice to fire over to J.T. Becker. The second baseman bobbled it. So we've got runners on board at first and second as Tortolot advances. Ditch reaches on the fielder's choice. Brings up the DH, Jax Johnson. Johnson back on the right side of the plate, takes it ball 1 outside. little frustrating for Marysville there not to see an out on the board. 1-0 pitch outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Wise move by Ketter, though. That's the play you have to make. Take the lead runner. Olsen with a 2-0 pitch. Comes low, ball 3. Noah's having a little difficulty finding the strike zone early on in this one. Facing the DH, Jax Johnson. Off the strike zone on the corner there. 3 balls and 1 strike. Low and outside is a base on ball. Second walk given up by Polson. Johnson loads the bases as Tortolette advances to third ditch at second base. And it brings up the second baseman, Caden Cooper. 24-7 season for the Senators out of Topeka. Cooper, a right-handed batter. Drops low and inside, ball 1. Topeka obviously watched Marysville yesterday. They're showing the same patience that won the Marysville game versus Ottawa. 2-0 on the pitch outside. Marysville scored a run, stranded 3, top of the first. Low and outside again, ball 3. Cooper way up in the count. He's given the green light if he likes it, with bases loaded. Olsen down the middle for strike 1. It's a 3-1 count. Noah works quickly with the wind. Taken to right field. Alex Shale tries to chase it down. It stays fair. That's going to score bonus. 1 run across. 2 runs coming in. A 2 RBI double for Caden Cooper. And just like that, Topeka Senators take a 2-1 lead versus Marysville. Boy, he took that deep and right, and I mean deep right field, right there on the line. All that Alex Shale could do to get over to field it and hold it to 2 runs across. Meeting on the mound here. Again, American Legion Baseball, a service of our KNDY Sports Booster Club members. We'll have all the fall football games for the Marysville Bulldogs, home and away. Boys and girls basketball, high school baseball, softball in the postseason. And we're so glad to have this opportunity to pick up the Legion games. Had to step aside last week, as hard as it was to say, no, we can't. We had Washington and Marshall County Fairs overlapping and transmitter issues to boot. So this was salvation for us to get a second chance at a state tournament call for Marysville. Batter is A.J. Payne, the first baseman, takes a swing and a miss, strike 1. First time this morning that Olsen's gone ahead of the batter. Runners at second and third with 2 across. Chopper, third baseman, can't handle it. Runner safe, and a run advances. Johnson comes home to score. That went par to Gavin LeDuc. He got it in his glove, bobbled it for just an instant, allowed A.J. Payne to reach first. So runners at first and second, 3 runs across in the inning. For the catcher, Ryan Stamati, Hunter French is on deck. Still none away. We're in the bottom half of the first inning. Bunt just below the pitcher's mound. Polson fires over to Ketter at first for out number 1. Sacrifice bunt, advancing the runners to second and third. Finally, 1 away for Marysville. As the number 7 batter is the center fielder Hunter French. Noah Johnson is on deck. French, a right-handed batter. Couple runners in scoring position with one away. High ball one. Not a big crowd here this morning. Olsen pitch. Caught it for strike one. Evens the count. Marysville, 12.5, maybe 2 dozen off to our right side. Topeka probably about the same off to our left side. Popped up. Foul territory down the first base line. Wow, what a catch. What a catch by Eli Ketter. He went to the dugout, reached over and brought it down for out number 2. Center fielder Noah Johnson will step in, a left-handed batter. Second lefty Noah Polson will face. Cleanup hitter Caden Becker is on deck if Johnson keeps it alive. Runners at second and third, a 3-1 Topeka lead, bottom of the first. Swing and a miss. One strike pitch came in high, evens the count. Way high. This time 2 balls and 1 strike. Pair of runners in scoring position. 2 runs Topeka lead. Just missed on the outside corner. It's 3-1. Polson throwing a lot of pitches in this first inning. Couple of base on balls. Caught the corner. Full count, 3-2 with 2 away. Left-handed batter steps in tight. High and outside, loads the bases. Third base on balls given up by Polson here. Brings up the cleanup hitter, right fielder's Caden Baker. So Topeka beat Iola 4-3 yesterday. Coach said they stranded more runners than he liked. Marysville, a 5-inning affair, 11-1 versus Ottawa. Bases loaded, 2 away. Baker is swinging a miss. Bottom of the bracket, Hiawatha took Chanute 6-5. That was an exciting game. We saw the last half of that. And in the nightcap, Pittsburgh, the host, beat Smith County 11-1 on the 10-run roof. Swing and a miss. I caught a piece of the bat there. 2-strike count on Baker. Olsen loved to get out of the inning here. Topeka batting around for a 3-1 lead here at the bottom of the first. Caught him, strike 3. First strikeout for Noah Polson here in the state tournament. Topeka Senators take the advantage 3-1 after 1.
Tension in Marysville is a leading national manufacturer and marketer of custom envelope products. Great career opportunities include operations, sales, customer service, accounting, tech, and administrative support. Go online to tensioncorp.com for the Careers tab for more details on currently available opportunities. And apply today with Tension Corporation in Marysville, an equal opportunity employer.
If you're a driver over 50, it may be time to switch your auto insurance. The AARP Auto Insurance Program from the Hartford is now available through Copeland Insurance Agency in Marysville. Call today for your free, no-obligation quote. Learn more about special rates, benefits, and service designed especially for AARP members. Call the Copeland Insurance Agency at 619-6220. That's 619-6220. Certain policy features are subject to eligibility and may not be available in all states. Hartford Fire Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut.
First round action, day 2 of the Class A state tournament from Pittsburgh, USA. Topeka Senators versus Marysville. Winner advances to Saturday's 9 a.m. matchup versus the Hiawatha Pittsburgh winner. That's a 12:30 tilt here today. Bottom of the bracket, Iola and Ottawa. in the first game at Pittsburgh State, while Chanute meets Smith County at 12:30 this afternoon. Loser advances to play here at J.C. Ballpark at 6 this evening. Topeka leading Marysville 3-1, heading to the second inning. Gavin Payne back on the mound for the Senators, facing the Marysville DH, Peyton Adams. And they caught him at first. He went hard on that first pitch over to third base. Flipped to first in time, 1 up, 1 down. Cleanup hitter for Marysville is J.T. Becker, the second baseman. Henry Ketter is on deck. Becker's a .317 batter. Takes it high and inside, ball 1. Base on balls for Ketter to lead off the first. He was the score. Ringstorff singled. Becker puts it up. Foul ball right over top, and boy, when that hits on the metal roof, you'd think it was coming through like a cannon shot. Evens the count 1-1. Wake up the neighbors here. So Ringstorff singled, then they got 2 away before Grant Hafley singled. Marysville would strand a couple runners, scored 1 their half of the first inning. Here's Becker, 2-1 count. High and outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. Used to not be safety nets, and we never had a sun guard over the top of the press box. It wasn't unusual to have pop fouls come back our way. And Becker takes it to left field. High, hangs in the air for Noah Johnson, who makes the catch on out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Henry Ketter. Drew a base on balls. Wound up scoring Marysville's only run in the ball game back in the first. He'll face Payne for a second time with 2 away. Line in the pitch is fouled. Tip down the right field line. Such a pretty setting down here. We're out on the edge of Pittsburgh, and they've got a park here adjacent, the golf course. Strike pitch, Payne comes inside, 1-1. Foul tip, 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one to the backstop. And in the park, they've got some nice shelters. They had a couple of the teams met over there for chicken dinners last night. I'll tell you more about that. Little play area with some rides for the kids. That's a permanent summer arrangement. And inside evens the count at 2-2. Gavin Payne trying to make short work of post 163 here in this second inning. 2-2 pitch. Taken to right field. Hangs high in the air. Plenty of time for Caden Baker to track it down for out number 3. Marysville down 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. After an inning and a half, Topeka Senators lead Marysville 3-1.
Discover a little bit of everything at the Marysville Mercantile, your one-stop shop for bulk goods, sweet candy, fresh bakery treats, and so much more. Browse new and used home decor, unique finds, and vintage pieces that bring charm and character to your home. Located at Highway 77 and Elm Street in Marysville, they're open Thursday and Friday from 8 to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 8 to 4. Everyday shopping meets one-of-a-kind treasures at the Marysville Mercantile.
Tired of worrying about your fuel deliveries? At Kramer Oil, we understand that when you need it, you really need it.
Since 1976, we've been the region's trusted fuel provider. We've built our reputation on dependable service, ensuring your bulk fuel, propane, and oil arrive exactly when you expect them.
You can count on Kramer Oil for on-time delivery and a fair price every time.
For integrity, quality, and dependability, choose Kramer Oil. Give us a call today at 785-562-2466.
Kramer Oil, your reliable fuel partner.
Winter chicken dinner, and that's a big part of a heritage here in Crawford County, Pittsburgh. This is mining country, and they had nationalities from 50-plus countries back a century and some ago. And the story on Chicken Annie's and Chicken Mary's unique. They were mining families that supplemented their income by fried chicken dinners. And they are two of the finest. They sit next to each other, kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I was at Chicken Mary's last night. I've been to Chicken Annie's before. And so you got to have a chicken dinner when you're in Pittsburgh and Crawford County. Noah Folson warming up on the mound through 37 pitches in that first inning. Gavin Payne's pitch count is 47. He's through 2 full innings, taking Marysville down 1-2-3 in that top of the second inning. Topeka leading Marysville 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the second. Back to the top of the lineup. Everett Tortolot is the third baseman. Austin Ditch on deck and Jax Johnson in the hole. Inning number 2 as Polson, a right-hander, is on the mound with a foul down the left field line. Hangs high in the air for a long, long time, and that allows Gavin LeDuc to go over and make the catch. Tortolot takes it foul. Boy, they're putting those balls high in the air, outfield, foul territory. Marysville with foul territory catches both the first base and third base lines. 1 up, 1 down for the shortstop, Austin Ditch. Jax Johnson is on deck. Ditch reached on a fielder's choice his first at bat. Big swing by the left-handed hitter and a miss. Low and inside, evens the count, 1-1. Topeka batted around for a 3-1 lead in the first inning. Low and inside, same spot, 2 balls and 1 strike. Mind in the pitch, low and inside again, 3 balls and 1 strike. So the pitch count right now is even. Chopper down the first base line. Can't get to the bag in time. Folson was heading that direction. Ketter had to wait to field that ball. I don't know if that artificial turf is a little soft this morning with that 1/4 inch of rain we had a couple hours back. It just kind of went dead right down the first base line, allowing Ditch to reach. Runner on with 1 away for Jax Johnson, the DH. Wait and see how they score that, if they scored a base hit or an error. Swing and a miss. First pitch to Johnson. He walked, scored their 3rd run back in the first. Pesky flying, messing with me this morning. The only one here, and I'm the only one here. Runner advances a stolen base. Count goes even, 1-1. Ditch in scoring position at second. The fly brought his free and good. Turn the fans on here just to keep them away. Off the end of the bat, chopper to the second baseman. Flip to first in time for out number 2. A grounder goes 4-3. Becker over to Ketter. Runner advances. Ditch is over at third with 2 away for the second baseman, Caden Cooper. Cooper doubled, was stranded his first at bat. First pitch taken to the shortstop. Fires across in time. Well handled by Ty Hager. Over to Ketter for out number 3. No damage done. Runner stranded. 3-1 Topeka Senator lead.
The Check 21 Act, passed by Congress, makes checking accounts a whole lot simpler today. Every check you write will be copied onto your monthly statement in smaller form, so at a glance you can see your check traffic. Verifying your check transactions will be faster and more efficient for you and for the bank. You'll have more time to hit a few golf balls or enjoy some quality time with your kids or grandkids. Citizen State Bank of Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Quality banking since 1907. Member FDIC.
When starting any project around your home, you want prices that are reasonable and advice you can trust. From finding the right lighting fixture or plumbing piece to drawing up plans for a full remodel or new build, the knowledgeable staff at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axel Lumber are here for you. Stop in Monday through Saturday or visit axellumber.com to see what they can offer. With all your building needs and options to fix any budget, your partner from start to finish is Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axel Lumber.
American Legion Baseball, Day 2 of the Class A State Tournament from Pittsburgh continues with live continuing coverage of service of our KNDY Sports Booster Club members. If you're not a Sports Booster Club member, we'd love to have you on board for the fall football season. Give Max, Katie, or I a shout at the studios, and we'll fill you in. 3-1, Topeka Senators, all scoring in the first inning, scoreless second inning for both teams. Marysville going down 1-2-3, while Noah Polson faced 4 batters, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, stranding 1. Gavin Payne coming to the third inning, low and outside versus Cole Ringstorff. Ringstorff singled, stranded, back in the first. Takes this one to shallow left field. Shortstop's got it. Fielded by Austin Ditch. Ringstorff is down for out number 1. Brings up the right fielder, Alex Shale. He flew out to the shortstop his first at bat. Gavin LeDuc is on deck. Top of the Marysville order here in the top of the third inning. Payne's first pitch is high and inside, ball 1. Shale's a .420 batter. Taken high over the shortstop to left center field. Alex Shale in there with a single. Third hit off Gavin Payne for post 163. With a runner at first, 1 away for Gavin LeDuc. Grant Hafley is on deck. LeDuc, a line drive to the third baseman, his first at bat. .452 batter. Taken to third base again. This is a grounder. Flipped to second for 1. High on the throw to first. So Shale is out at second for out number 2. And LeDuc's at first base with 2 away. Brings up Grant Hafley, the center fielder. Eli Ketter on deck if Hafley keeps it alive. LeDuc going hard at third, both times at bat. Hafley steps in. He's the coach's son. Grant, a super all-around athlete. Outside, ball 1. Hafley stays in the batter's box, right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Runners going, foul tip. LeDuc advances to second. Runner at second no, they didn't let him go. Foul tip. That's how that works down. To refresh myself, it's been a while since I've called baseball, obviously. Hafley 1-1 count. Foul tip again. This one down the right field line. First baseman tried to track it down, got to the fence, and went over the fence. All step back. 1-2 count. So I'm trying to remember, but I'm thinking of senior awards. Grant Hafley, they recognize what they call 12 sport athletes, and that is 4 years, 3 sports. And I think Grant was one of those with 14 sports, because they'll allow now, if you keep your grade point average up, they'll allow dual sports in a season on the high school level. I hope I'm correct on remembering that. Hopped up behind the backstop, out of play. Catcher tried to make it. That one went way up there again. Count stays at 1-2. Well, Duke's getting a workout this morning. Runs from first to second, back to first base. Hafley keeping it alive on 3 foul tips. Down in the count 1-2. Payne gets the sign and the pitch. Right side, taken by the second baseman, Caden Cooper, for out number 3, stranding a runner. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, stranding 1. After 2.5, Topeka Senators lead Marysville American Legion Post 3-1.
Hop in, let's go to Honeyman Ford in Seneca, the best place to be.
For top-notch service for your vehicle, look no further than Honeyman Auto Sales and Service right here in Marysville. Expert care and maintenance with fast turnaround time to ensure your vehicle runs smoothly and safely. Don't compromise on quality and get back on the road today. This is Ty Lumley with Honeyman Auto Sales and Service, and you can find us on Facebook or stop by East Highway 36 in Marysville.
Have you driven a Honeyman Ford lately?
At Kinsley Mortuary and our family of funeral chapels, our funeral directors are experts in helping to create meaningful services that are unique and honor you or your loved one in ways that are special. Personalize a service with options that meet your expectations and budget. From traditional burial or cremation, choose from a full service, memorial celebration, or something more private for the family. In your time of need or through advanced planning, contact Kinsley Mortuary, Haddon Funeral Chapel, Hanover Mortuary, the Axtell Landreth Funeral Home, or Ward Funeral Home.
A busy weekend of baseball. After our marathon coverage of county fairs last week, Max Blasky doing the workout for the Washington Marshall County Fair. So appreciate all of the work he and Katie Jeter put in, getting the interviews ready. All of the activities with the county fair have wound down for Washington and Marshall County. Gage County Fair is underway yet through Sunday, and the Nemaha County Free Fair is underway through Monday. And boy, then we get set for that last run in July and look ahead to August. Kids going back to school in a matter of weeks. Hard to believe 2026 summer is fading fast. A.J. Payne, middle of the Topeka Senators lineup, leads off the bottom of the third. Ryan Bustamante is on deck, Hunter French in the hole. Noah Polson on the mound, starter for Marysville. First pitch taken by Payne, foul over the backstop. Yeah, kids get back to school, give or take, the middle part of August, so about 3 weeks of summer left for the youth in the community. Take our kid back to Emporia 1st of August. Payne going deep to left field. That one is out of here. A.J. Payne with a home run to lead off the bottom of the third inning. And he gets a well-deserved round of applause from the Senator fans in attendance. He took it and he cranked it over that left field wall. Measures 320 on the left field side. He was all of that and then some. A.J. Payne makes this a 4-1 Senator lead as Ryan Bustamante is at bat for a second time. Hunter French is on deck. Home run in the tournament. Bustamante sacrificed, advancing the runner. His first at bat. Steps away. That was way inside. Ball one. Olsen with a 1-0 count. Side just, he caught the corner. Again, I'm not the official, I'm just the broadcaster. 1-1 count. That one is outside. I'm pretty sure that one's a ball. Got away from Henry Ketter behind the plate for a 2-1 count. Bit of a south wind still drifting in on a still pleasant Friday morning. High as Bustamante ducks out of the way. Goes 3-1. Topeka shows pretty good offensive punch. Adding a fourth run on a home run. Ball four. Low and in the dirt. Bustamante's at first with none away. For the center fielder, Hunter French, Noah Johnson is on deck. French was out down the first base line. His first at bat. Sending a pinch runner in for Bustamante. And away, we're in the bottom of the third inning. Strike. Over the shoulder. Runner at first. Short lead. Now he's going. Ketter with the throw to second. Overthrown. Runner slides in safe. On a stolen base. Bustamante advances. 2 strikes to count on French. Out away from the catcher and will allow the runner to advance to third. Bustamante over there at the corner. Tough mentally for Noah Polson out there as Kane cranks it out over the left field wall. Now he's got Bustamante over at third, but still none away. And a 1-2 pitch. Caught the corner for strike number 3. French goes down on strikes. A second strikeout for Noah Polson. For out number 1, brings up the left fielder Noah Johnson. Caden Becker is on deck. Johnson reached a base on balls, was stranded back in the first. Bottom of the Senator lineup here. Johnson is a left-handed batter. First pitch handled by the shortstop. Firing across, but not in time. Advances the runner home to score. Bustamante comes in for run number 5. And Johnson is safe at first. He took that hard to the shortstop. Almost caught him on the long throw across the diamond. Runner on with 1 away for the right fielder, Caden Baker. Everett Tortolot is on deck. Blowing outside. Ketter throw to second. Runner safe with a stolen base. Johnson advances. They like to run, don't they? 5-1, Senator lead. They're at the bottom of the third. Hit the ground ahead of the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. Check of that runner at second. Couple steps off the bag. Ouch. Baker's hit by a pitch, left side of his hip. Comes back up, kind of limps off down the first base line. That one hurt. Baker's hit by a pitch. Runners now at first and second with one away, and we're back to the top of the lineup for Everett Twiddlette. Hitting on the mound for Marysville, Noah Polson just hit a batter. Going to take a brief timeout. We'll take it as well. American Legion Baseball coverage continues on air, online, on our free mobile app from KNUI.
The Corner Bistro and Diner, formerly the Empty Cup in Marysville, has you covered. They've got all your favorites: delicious breakfast, mouth-watering sandwiches, sizzling barbecue, fresh-made pizza, and hearty entrees. Plus, don't forget their specialty coffee bar, the sweet treats, and pastries to start your day right. They're open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 9, and Sunday and Monday, 7 a.m. to 3. Come down to the Corner Bistro and Diner, where great food and good company meet. Follow them on Facebook for updates.
Noah Polson stays in on the mound after the meeting. High and outside on ball one for Everett Twiddlette, at bat for a third time this morning. Foul tip, count goes even 1-1. Twiddlette walked, flew out third. He's the leadoff batter for the Topeka Senators, adding a couple of runs. They're on top 5-1. And outside ball two, and Johnson steals third. Pulling bases starting to add up, this Topeka team. Runner at third with one away. Twiddlette's down to the count 2-1. Low and inside, 3 balls and 1 strike. And allows Baker to advance. Senators put a lot of runners on the base paths yesterday. Weren't able to score them all. Managed a 4-3 win in the first round. Twiddlette to the second baseman, fires across and brings the run home. Johnson is home to score a third run in the inning. And Twiddlette's out over at first. 2 out in the inning. On now a 6-1 Senator lead. Brings up Austin Ditch, his third at bat. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored. Singled his last at bat. Checking the runner at second. Hard drive past the first baseman. Going to advance the runner, put him on the corners. Second single for Austin Ditch here in the contest. He's going to play college ball over at Barton Community College. 2-3. Fielder's choice. Austin Ditch has had a big day. Brought runner around at third. Got runners on the corners with 2 away for Jax Johnson, the DH. Olsen strike 1. And Ditch, without any effort, moves to second base. At least a half a dozen stolen bases. I'm just going off the top of my head here for Topeka. Johnson takes a 1-strike pitch high, evens the count. He drew a walk, scored their third run back in the first. Now second to first, his last at bat. Johnson with 2 runners in scoring position. Watched it inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Olsen with the line. This one is out. Caught the outside corner. Again, don't let me officiate. 2-2. A little drop there at the last instant. Olsen working quickly. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, side retired. Third strikeout for Noah Polson. Ends the third inning for Topeka. He faced 8 batters, though, adding 3 runs for a 6-1 lead.
This is Stacy Latta, your local farmers insurance agent. Proud to be a Marysville Bulldog booster. Whether it's your home, car, or family's future, we're here to help you protect what matters most. As part of this community, I'm dedicated to serving my neighbors with personal service and reliable coverage for your needs. Call me at 785-562-5169 or stop by and see me. Stacy Latta, your local farmers insurance agent today. And go Bulldogs.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Bruna Law, LLC in Marysville and Seneca can assist with civil litigation, including accidents, injury insurance claims, business or real estate disputes, estate planning, including wills, trusts, and estate administration, and business and succession planning, as well as real estate contracts, deeds, and escrow services. Contact Anthony Bruna with Bruna Law, LLC, with offices in Marysville and in Seneca.
Topeka Senators lead Marysville post-163 Legion team 6-1 as we head to the 4th inning here in Pittsburgh. Opposite our game, Iola and Ottawa are in the losers bracket over at Pittsburgh State trying to stay alive. Blake Griffin's got the call on KOFO 1220 out of Ottawa, Kansas this morning. Eli Ketters the leadoff batter for Marysville. Ty Hager on deck, Peyton Adams in the hole. Gavin Payne, starter, is on the mound. And inside, ball 1. Ketters second at bat. Walk, was stranded. Bottom of the Marysville lineup here in the 4th. 2 balls, no strikes. Off the corner coming inside for a 2-1 count. Taken straight away. The shortstop, Austin Ditch, catches for out number 1. 1 up, 1 down for the shortstop, Ty Hager. Peyton Adams on deck. Marysville trailing 6-1 here, middle innings. And several come from behind wins last week's tournament. High and inside, ball 1. Hager struck out his first at bat. Gavin Payne, wide, right-hander pitch. Evens the count 1-1. Taken down the left field line. Stays fair, and the shortstop makes the call. Austin Ditch back-to-back on out number 2. Brings up the DH, Peyton Adams, who was the winning pitcher for Marysville in yesterday's 11-1 5-inning affair versus Ottawa. Adams not bat yesterday. Polson was the DH. Good eye. Ball 1. Becker is on deck if Adams keeps it alive. Low and outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Caught the outside corner for a 2-1 count. Marysville scattered 3 runs in the contest. Single score back first. Pop up, shallow, right center field. Second baseman Caden Cooper's there for out number 3. Side retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left after 3.5. Topeka Senators lead Marysville 6-1.
Okay, we have Vacation Bible School from 9 to noon.
swimming lessons at 3, baseball game at 6. I need to add in travel time and get lunches packed.
Mom, my uniform needs washing. Tennis camp's at 2.
Your kid's summer schedules may be unpredictable, but with the Blue Valley Technologies fiber internet, your connection doesn't have to be. Sign up for our outdoor Wi-Fi today and get free installation. Find more details at bluevalley.net/outdoor.
Bruce Gierking with American Legion Baseball on air online on our free mobile app. Continuing coverage Saturday and we hope Sunday. Double elimination tournament. First loss, you drop to the bottom of the bracket. Wins, you stay on the top side. Both these teams with first-round wins. Topeka defeats Iola 4-3 yesterday. Marysville 11-1 over Ottawa. Hiawatha took Chanute, bottom of the bracket, 6-5. And Pittsburgh in the nightcap over Smith County, 11-1. I understand the lights didn't cooperate. I assumed that was a 6 o'clock start. They'd go back-to-back and wondered if Smith County was going to show up. They had a long drive out of northwest Kansas, you know. As I asked, they said, no, it's not scheduled till 8:30. And they waited about 45 minutes until they fixed the lights issue. I said, if you'd have just played at 6 o'clock. I said it. Pittsburgh is host for the tournament this year in Class A. Several of these teams had Class B action, including Marysville, who won that tournament. Hiawatha here. They were host. And both those teams are in the winner's bracket for Day 2. Hayden Cooper is the leadoff batter here in the Senators' half of the fourth inning. Olson still on the mound. Blowing outside, ball 1. Cooper leads off. A.J. Payne on deck. Brian Bustamante in the hole. Cooper's third at bat. Doubled his first time up. 1 for 2. 2 balls, no strikes. He was out short to first his last at bat. Part of the Topeka order here. Going outside, ball 3. Noah's throwing a lot of pitches out there today. Leadoff batter for the Senators takes a walk. Cooper's on board. Fourth base on balls given up by Olson. Got a player change coming up here. Let's take a quick timeout.
When neighbors come together, good things happen. From cheering at local events to welcoming new businesses, Marysville shows the power of working as one. That's what One Marysville is all about. Supporting our businesses, strengthening our community, and creating a place we're proud to call home. With events nearly every weekend, experiences you won't soon forget, and a community proud of its history, One Marysville is honored to be a part of Marysville's story. Find something new or see what others are saying about Marysville by visiting onemarysville.com. A town brimming with creativity, culture, and community, we're proud to call Marysville home.
Have you ever wondered what sets Sunflower Community Credit Union apart from the rest? It's the power of ownership. When you join Sunflower Community Credit Union, you're not just a customer. You're a member and an owner. Sunflower Community Credit Union is a member-owned, nonprofit financial institution that places our members' needs as our top priority. We're here to help you grow your savings, manage your finances, and achieve your dreams. Visit Sunflower Community Credit Union in Marysville, where ownership matters.
Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, providing high-quality coverage and service, all at a competitive premium cost. Since 1888, Bremen Farmers Mutual has offered homeowner, farm owner, business owner, fire, and inland marine coverage. Dependable and affordable. See your local agent representing Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance. Learn more about the various insurance products offered by going online at bfmic.com.
Ag Storage can improve your farming operation. When you're planning, from building and grain bin pads to commercial approach and drives, call for a quote from Inline Construction in Marysville today. For all types concrete work, phone 785-562-5525.
Need a car for an out-of-town trip or just while yours gets fixed? Conover Auto Sales in Marysville has awesome rental options, clean rides, great prices, and super friendly service. Whether it's a quick errand or a weekend getaway, they've got your wheels ready. Rentals available at Conover Auto Sales in Marysville.
All right, Noah Polson goes 3 innings, and David Erickson comes in to pitch for Marysville. I can't tell you a lot. He's not on my stat chart. I had to jog over and ask the PA announcer. Must have picked him up along the way. He's on the roster on the official book here, but I don't have any stats on David Erickson on the mound, a lefty for Marysville, coming in relief of Noah Polson. With a 6-1 Topeka Senator lead, A.J. Payne is the batter and takes Erickson's first pitch high, ball 1. Cooper drew a base on balls. He's over at first. 4 walks for Polson, 3 strikeouts. Gave up 6 runs on 5 hits. Left-handed pitcher first we've seen here in the tournament. Pop up by Payne down the first base line. And Eli Ketter is there to make the catch for out number 1. Brings up the catcher, Ryan Bustamante. Hunter French is on deck. Polson hit one player. Trying to look back to see who that was. They came up and got an ice pack for him. He got hit on the hip. Wasn't intentional. That one's going to stick. Erickson facing his second batter. Going outside. Nice catch by Ketter. Keeping an eye on Cooper over at first. 1 away. 6-1 Senators, bottom of the 4th. 1-0 pitch. High inside for 2 balls, no strikes. Bustamante with a sacrifice. His first at bat, drew a base on balls, scored second time at the plate. Lefty has a good eye over to first. Bustamante takes it past a dancing umpire out there. Double play, side retired. Went 6-4-3. A side retired. With no damage done, no runs, no hits, no errors, none left. 4 complete. Topeka Senators lead Marysville 6-1.
Farmers, they're the lifeblood of America. The men and women who tackle the toughest jobs to put clothes on our backs and food on our tables. They might do it quietly, but their genuine values and tireless work ethic are an inspiration to us all. Some might say farming is a thankless occupation, so that's why we're taking the time to say thanks. Farm Bureau Financial Services, protecting what matters most.
Patrick Booty in Marysville is your local agent with Marshall County Farm Bureau Insurance and Farm Bureau Financial Services.
Agriculture. Our country was built on it. Our children are fed by it. No one quite understands the unique needs of the farmer like United Bank and Trust. Whether you raise crops or livestock, you need the right equipment at the right time. Our ag loans can help you acquire and maintain that equipment when and where you need it. Contact one of our experienced ag lenders today. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
And the breeze picks up a bit. The south feels good with this southeast-facing press box on a terrific late July Friday morning for American Legion baseball. David Erickson came in relief of Noah Polson. A 6-1 Topeka Senator lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Senators scoring 3 in the first, 3 more in the 3rd inning. J.T. Becker is the leadoff batter, cleanup hitter for Marysville. Leads off the 5th inning. Inside for ball 1. Here is my long pause. They haven't posted a 0 on the 4th inning for Topeka just yet. And I'm thinking if I missed something. Outside this time, 2 balls, no strikes. No, it was just a really quick inning. Double play to wrap it up. 4-3. From the outside corner here, Gavin Payne, starting pitcher for the Senators, still throwing with confidence. Line to the 2-1 pitch, goes 3-1 on Becker. Becker's second at bat to left field. His first time around. Draws a base on balls here to lead off the fifth inning. Maybe the spark post 163 needs. Again, managed a couple of comebacks in last week's Class B tournament. So they're not strangers to trailing, and they won't give up. Henry Ketter back to the top of the lineup, his third at bat. Walk, blew to right. Payne, quick toss over to first. Becker's back in time. Ketter at bat. Payne's pitch comes low and inside. They try to hang up the runner. Over to first, over to second, back to first. Finally, a flip to Payne, covering first base. And J.T. Becker, a little frustrated out there. Got hung up between the bases. Did he get back safely? He did. That is a hustler. And J.T. Becker, he was out by all rights. Once, twice, 3 times not. Now the flip over to first, and Becker dives back. We watched him play basketball. He played varsity some as a freshman, started as a sophomore, and he's just a hustler. Stays on the base paths with none away. Pitch comes in high, evens the count 1-1. That was fun to watch. Flip again to first. Topeka Masters had stolen bases, but they've been today keeping a check on that early runner here in the fifth. 1-1 pitch. Grounder to the shortstop, going to flip to second, over to first, but not in time. Becker's out at second for out number 1. But Ketter reaches. 1 on, 1 away for Cole Ringstorm. Ringstorf's third at bat. Singled, stranded his first time up. Blew out to the shortstop, last at bat. Payne's first pitch. Off the corner, strike 1. They're still very focused on that runner over at first. It's Ketter now, not Becker. Becker out on the force. Foul tip. Down 2 strikes to count. So in the second game here in the winners bracket, Hiawatha meets host Pittsburgh at 12:30. Winners are back tomorrow at 9 in the morning. That'll be the first game. The losers in today's winners bracket advance to the 6 p.m. affair this evening. 2-strike pitch to Ringstorf coming. It's high, 1-2. Gavin Payne, very effective for the Senators on the mound. Marysville's managed 3 hits, single run. Payne over to first. Ketter's back in time. Here's some highway traffic behind us. We're just off 69 highway. Ringstorf going to left field. Noah Johnson makes the catch. Ketter doesn't get back to first in time. Johnson with a long throw across out of left field. Catches Caden Cooper. Side retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. 6-1 Topeka after 5.5.
You have a partner you can trust with your business accounting, farm, or personal tax returns at Free CPA in Marysville. They know the ins and outs of the IRS rules and regulations and pledge to work with you to maximize your returns and allow every deduction that you're entitled to. Call today and set up an appointment to discuss your accounting and tax preparation needs. Phone Free CPA at 785-562-2791 or stop by 8th and Broadway, downtown Marysville.
Life happens fast, but being protected doesn't have to be complicated. At World Insurance, we make insurance simple. Auto, home, farm, crop, and business coverage built around you. No call centers, no confusion, just real people right here in your community. Call 785-562-2393 or stop by 715 Broadway in Marysville and see Rachel, Jen, or Tammy for a free quote. World Insurance, coverage you can count on.
So that was interesting. Becker was hung up between first and second. It went back and forth, and he stayed safe. Henry Ketter got caught by the left fielder who caught the Cole Ring Store fly, and then he fired all the way across over to first. A great throw for a young man. Side retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. And we're at the bottom of the fifth inning as the Topeka Senators come to bat in what will be a 7-inning regulation affair on the American Legion level. Our continuing coverage is service of our KNDY Sports Booster Club members. Tell them thanks for their continued support. I know with these weekday daytime ball games, a lot of folks couldn't make the trip, and heaven knows this is a long haul out of Marysville. We're about 4.5 hours down to the far southeast corner of Kansas. We're so delighted to have coverage for you on air online on our free mobile app all weekend. 6-1 Senator Lee. David Erickson is the relief pitcher for Marysville. Came in the fourth for Noah Polson, who got the start. A strike on pitch number 1 for Hunter French. Erickson, the lefty, caught him again on the outside corner, up in the count, 2 strikes. French, Johnson, and Baker, bottom third of the Senator lineup, here in their half of the fifth. Line drive to the second baseman. Out to J.T. Becker for out number 1. Brings up the left fielder Noah Johnson. Caden Baker is on deck. Johnson, the first left-handed batter to face Erickson. His third at bat, drew a walk, singled his last time up. Half-hearted swing and a miss. One strike pitch. Bunt. Third base side. Erickson fires over to first in time for out number 2. Two away in the inning. Erickson's first pitch is ball 1. Swing and a miss. Dalton Smith comes in for Caden Baker to play right field. His first at bat here. Ball got away from the catcher. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. I didn't have that note, but I knew that wasn't Baker out there. 2-1, 2 away. Smith first at bat. Foul tip. Count goes 2-2. Erickson with the wind, and the lefty throws. Full count on Dalton Smith. Smith can get on board. It's back to the top of the Senator lineup. high for ball 4, Erickson's first walk. But Smith on board and brings up Everett Tortelot. Tortelot's fourth at bat, first time facing Erickson. He walked, flew out twice. Runner on with 2 away. Erickson look over at first. Strike 1. Completely different style from Erickson versus Poulsen. Lefty versus righty. To the third baseman. Fires across in time. 5-3. LeDuc over to Ketter. Side retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. After 5, Senators lead Marysville 6-1.
Always on the lookout for the perfect gift? Get away with a shopping day at Reflections in downtown Marysville. This is Sharon Kramer. As your locally owned Hallmark Gold Crown store, Reflections has a gift for you, your home, or someone else. Hallmark cards and keepsake ornaments, Woodwick and Yankee candles, toys for all ages, home and garden decor, and K-State and KU memorabilia, still offering custom picture framing for that unique gift, large or small. Open Monday through Saturday, Reflections in downtown Marysville is
so much more than your favorite hardware store.
There is a difference. Oh, what a difference.
When it comes to financing your operation, you want to deal with someone who knows agriculture. Our loan officers are experienced in ag lending. Get your ag loans here. First Commerce Bank. Experience the difference. Member FDIC.
1-0 Marysville lead, and their half of the first inning became a 3-1 to beat a Senator lead after 1. They add another 3 in the third inning and lead this ball game 6-1 as we head to the 6th in what would be a 7-inning affair. Marysville perhaps 6 outs away from dropping to the bottom side of the bracket. And how you'd love to stay in that winner's bracket, balance your pitching. Alex Shale is the right fielder, leadoff here in the 6th. Gavin Payne still the starter on the mound. All strike 1. Shale, LeDuc, and Hafley for Marysville here in the 6th. Payne low and outside, evens to count 1-1. Just over 70 pitches, been very efficient out there. Working quickly, it's high and outside 2-1. Shale's third at bat. Flew to the shortstop, singled his last at bat. Chopper foul, evens to count 2-2. If Marysville wins, we're back at 9 tomorrow morning. If Marysville loses, we're back at 6 this evening. Swing and a miss. Flip over to first. Alex Shale's down on strikes. 1 up, 1 down for Gavin LeDuc. Grant Hafley is on deck. Marysville just hasn't been able to manage base runners. Payne's not given the walks that the Ottawa Arrows did yesterday. LeDuc's third at bat. Off the outside corner for strike 1. LeDuc out to third. Reached his last time, was stranded back in the third. Takes this one high into left field. Plenty of time as that one drops in for the left fielder, Noah Johnson, on out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for the center fielder, Grant Hafley. Eli Ketter's on deck. A Marysville team that scored 71 runs, 4 games in the Class B state tournament last week. Facing a little different level of pitching here in the Class A division. Gavin Payne not allowing things. Hafley hit by a pitch. Apley's on board with 2 away, brings up Eli Ketter. Ketter drew a walk, blew out shortstop. Actor John Hafley for at third base. What a great job he's done as coach here with this Legion baseball program. He's de facto coach, team manager, bus driver, the whole 9 yards. Thank him for his service. Ow, that one almost took Ketter on the helmet. So Hafley was hit by a pitch. Payne maybe getting a little wild out there. 80-some pitches. And outside, ball 2. 2 away in the inning. He could like to wrap this one up, maybe add another run or 2. Call it win number 2 on day number 2. Called strike, 2-1 the count. Marysville needs to rally caps on here. Payne takes the sign. 2-1 pitch. The throw past the shortstop covering at second, and Hafley advances with a stolen base. 2-2 is the count to Ketter with a runner in scoring position, but 2 away. Swing and a miss. Ketter is down on strikes. Side retired. Not a ton of strikeouts here. That's Payne's second by my count. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. 6-1 our score.
As a farm or ranch owner, you've invested heavily in your agribusiness, especially in your livestock. Protecting them from accidents, fires, and other natural disasters is crucial for your farm's success. At Blue Valley Insurance, we recognize the importance of your animals as assets to your livelihood. Visit our offices in Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, or Marysville to explore comprehensive livestock insurance options tailored to your needs. Safeguard your farm's future with Blue Valley Insurance today.
For reliable trash pickup and roll-off service, call on Temps Disposal. Containers sized to meet your needs for residential, commercial, and construction jobs. Always prompt and professional, Temps Disposal serves Marshall, Washington, and Gage counties. Let them go to work for you. If it's their weekly collection schedule or one-time pickups for construction, moving, or cleanup, Temps Disposal in Marysville is a phone call away at 785-562-5360.
Senators back at bat, leading Marysville 6-1. We've been stuck there for a time. 3-1 into the first. Senators went ahead. They picked up an additional 3 runs in their half of the third inning, and that's been the final runs across for either team. Bottom of the 6th. Again, we'll go 7 in regulation. Topeka is the home team on the scoreboard. Austin Ditch is the leadoff batter, his 4th at bat. First facing reliever David Erickson on the mound for Marysville. Ditch reached on a fielder's choice. A base hit, stranded twice. Ditch, a left-handed batter. Second lefty to face Erickson, a left-handed pitcher. It was low and outside, ball 1. 24-7 Topeka. Marysville is 19-5. First chance these two have met this season. It's coming high, ball 2. Taken down the right field line. That stays fair, and it's going to be extra bases for the leadoff batter. Austin Ditch down the right field line for a double. Asked the Topeka coach, I said, can you name a couple of players I ought to watch? Austin was one of those names mentioned. Gets another base hit. Leadoff runner on board at second for Jax Johnson. Cooper's on deck. Johnson's fourth at bat, struck out his last time up. That wrapped up the third inning. He goes to left. This one's drifting foul. Bounces over the wall. And that wall goes 320 on the left field line. And what a great setting. This is just a terrific ballpark down here. They've made improvements on what they think is about a century-old field. Erickson winds and fires as the runner advances. He caught a strike. Strike two. Pitch is now over at third, the leadoff batter. Johnson's down in the count, 2 strikes. Erickson has to look over his shoulder now. The left-handed pitcher. High and outside goes 1-2. Both teams get a break after this. The winner takes the day off, comes back tomorrow at 9. Bottom of the bracket is back this evening at 6. Jax Johnson with a base hit out shallow center field is going to bring Ditch home. He can jog across home plate for a 7th run, and now a 7-1 Senator lead. RBI single for Johnson on board with none away. Brings up Hayden Cooper. First run either team has scored since the third. Cooper's fourth at bat. Popped up, drifting, foul down the first base line, taken by Ketter, the catcher, for out number 1. Runner on, run across, 1 away. For A.J. Payne, Ryan Bustamante is on deck. Part of a Senator's order. Erickson first pitch, grounder, knocked down by LeDuc over at third, but he can't make the play. All he could do to hit the ground and stop the ball as A.J. Payne reaches. Runners at first and second with 1 away for Ryan Bustamante. Senators determined to make some noise here in their half of the 6th inning. Leading 7-1. On the mound for Marysville, including Dr. Hafley. Topeka Senators, the real deal. And going in, we knew it would be a different level of competition this week than Marysville faced in even a 12-team field last week. We're looking at another pitching change as Erickson hits to the dugout. And a different league it is as the Senators had a run for a 7-1 lead. The bottom of the 6th inning with a pitching change for Marysville post 163.
Napa know-how.
Locally owned, locally operated, your Napa Parts store in Marysville offers Napa Parts and accessories, plus the tools, equipment, and supplies you need to get every job done right the first time. The right tools at the right price, plus Napa know-how. From your locally owned and locally operated Napa Parts store in Marysville, Enan's Automotive.
Napa know-how.
Eli Ketter is warming up on the mound for Marysville. So we've got some major personnel changes. Eli Ketter come out of first base, so Alex Shale's going to come out of right field and take that position. And Erickson's going out to right field. All right, to see if I can keep all those changes straight. 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 run across for Topeka, now leading 7-1. Peyton Adams went the distance in a 5-inning affair yesterday. So effective. Noah Poulsen started strong, gave up some walks along the way. He went 3. Then David Erickson, a lefty, came in relief, giving up a run here in the 6th. They brought a new pitcher in, Ketter with Henry behind the plate. Batter's going to be Hunter French. That's right. No, Ryan Bustamante. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Ryan Bustamante picks up runners at first and second with 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Bustamante's 4th at bat. Hit into a double play his last time up. And the first pitch from Ketter. Outside ball 1. To be honest, for the rhythm Marysville had yesterday, they've had trouble finding the rhythm here today. And Bustamante takes a single out in center field. Runners advance. Their bases loaded. A base hit off Ketter, throwing in relief. Runners all around with 1 away for Hunter French. Topeka a chance to add scores to a 7-1 lead. The courtesy runner there at first base. Peyton Christensen checks in. French steps in the box, facing Ketter for a first time this morning. Blowing inside, ball 1. Appreciate you tuning in. If it's on air, AM 1570, FM 94.1, online, KNDYradio.com, or on our mobile app. Same spot, second ball, no strikes. We'll be back for continuing coverage either later today and or tomorrow. Low goes ball 3. Ketter trying to find the strike zone. French is patient. 3-0 count with bases loaded. Walks a run home. Base on balls. French took it. 4 balls, no strikes. And we've got bases loaded. Second run across in the inning. Just 1 away for Noah Johnson. Johnson drew a walk, single, grounded out his last at bat. He'll be the first left-handed batter facing Ketter. One of 2 left-handed batters on this Topeka lineup. 8-1's the score. Going inside. Ketter, if I haven't mentioned, a right-handed pitcher. Erickson was a lefty. Going inside again. 2 balls, no strikes. Topeka can manage 3 more runs. They can close this early on the 10-run rule. Foul down the third base line. Senators coach handles it well, just out of the box. They were very helpful with the conversation. Came up yesterday. We visited some, chatted a bit before, gave us a nice insight and perspective, which is so helpful when we step in and cover what to us is an unknown team. Caught a strike there, and the count goes 2-2 on Noah Johnson. Do your best when you can find some stats or maybe some background. For the most part, we come in without a lot of preparation. Johnson goes foul down the left side, and the count stays 2-2. Foul tipped again. This one goes a little further down the left field line. Johnson staying alive. Still with 1 away here at the bottom of the 6th inning. Marysville's down 7. Off the end of the bat. I call that foul. Yeah, stays 2-2. Johnson's fouled away 3 from Ketter. Inside, full count. Bases loaded. Ketter needs to get the strike zone here. High and outside for ball 4. Forces a run home. Payne is home to score on a 9-1 lead. Bustamante and French advance. Base on balls with 1 away, and we're back to the bottom of the lineup. Dalton Smith stepped in place of Caden Baker. Now we've changed again. We're just calling him number 24 because he's not listed on the official roster here. Curveballs for the broadcaster. First pitch to number 24. Oh, I hate it when broadcasters do that. I hate it. And we'll do the best we can. Let's see if we can catch a name between innings. Coming inside, hard, but 2 balls, no strikes. So Ketter just walked Johnson, forcing a run home. Base is still loaded with 1 away. One drops in for a strike, 2-1, change up there. 24 is a tall man. Gives you a little extra room on the strike zone, right? Check swing, the count goes 2-2. Ketter's starting to find his zone out there. Now, Marysville's got 3 chances in the 7th for a comeback. Here we go. Base hit, a grounder up the middle. 1 run is across, 2 runs to score. 2 RBI. Single for number 24, and I sure wish we had a name on that. We'll catch it. That's a ball game, 11-1. Topeka Senators win it on the 10-run rule. Great effort by this Senators team. They came in 24-7, improved to 25-7. Coach said they were well balanced. He expected things out of Gavin Payne, and he goes the distance for the win. Gave up just a single Marysville run that back in the first inning. 3 hits for Marysville. Senators advance on the top side of the bracket. They'll take on the winner of the Hiawatha-Pittsburgh matchup coming up next year at 12:30, and that'll be a 9 a.m. start tomorrow. For Marysville, we come back with the second game this evening. It's a 6 o'clock start versus the Iowa-Ottawa winner, and that's game 1 just underway or just completing over at Pittsburgh State. We'll get a final on that, and we'll join you again this evening around about 6 o'clock. Take a quick timeout. We'll wrap it up. 11-1 Senators defeat Marysville. Post 163 drops to 19-6, 1-1 in the Class A state tournament.
Farming is your way of life. State Farm agent John Bannister gets that. State Farm's farm policies are designed to deliver broad, flexible coverage customized to how you run your operation. Protect what you've worked hard to build. John is proud to tailor coverage to meet the vast needs of your farm. Contact State Farm agent John Bannister, 1022 Broadway in Marysville today.
When you rollers send for Schroller. For complete body repair, see Jeff at Schroller Collision Center. A family business for several generations, let Jeff and his quality crew help you with your auto needs. Schroller Collision Center, 701 Carolina, 562-3546.
Kickafer and Bussing, certified public accountants in Marysville and now in Seneca, are qualified and available to assist you with all of your income tax and accounting needs. Stop by and visit Ken Kickafer, Kent Bussing, or their staff of certified public accountants and paraprofessionals. For prompt and friendly service, contact Kickafer and Bussing at their 2 locations, 1100 Broadway in Marysville at 562-2100 or 508 Main Street in Seneca at 336-2400 to set up an appointment. Kickafer and Bussing, where quality begins.
When it comes to taking care of your vehicle, trust the team that treats you like family. Spellmeyer Automotive in Marysville. We're family-owned and operated, proudly serving our community with honest, reliable auto care. From routine oil changes to major repairs, we're the local shop you can count on. At Spellmeyer Automotive, we believe in quality work, fair prices, and treating every customer like a neighbor. Because you are. Family-driven, trust local, and drive confident. With Spellmeyer Automotive in Marysville, your hometown pros, keeping you moving.
All right, credit where credit's due. Number 24, I didn't have him on the roster. It is Ortiz, and I wanted to mention that. I know we've got some listeners out of Topeka, and we love that, having the extra ears today on the broadcast. Congrats to the Senators winning 11-1 as Marysville really met their match here in day 2 of the state tournament. They handled Ottawa 11-1, a 5-inning affair yesterday, while Topeka just held off Iola in a 4-3 affair. Senators took it very serious today. Gavin Payne had a great game. He allowed just 1 run on 3 hits. Gavin Payne goes the distance for the win. Marysville throws 3 pitchers. Noah Polson takes the loss. He went 3. David Erickson threw in relief, and then Ketter came in for that last chance there. 11 runs on 10 hits for Topeka. Yeah, their bats were hot today. No Marysville errors. I'm real proud to say that. Kids have been really disciplined down here. For Marysville, 1 run, 3 hits, 11 runs, 10 hits. Topeka wins at 11-1, 6th inning on the 10-run rule. As the Senators take the day off, and they'll be back at 9 tomorrow morning here at JC Ballpark, squaring off with Hiawatha or Pittsburgh. That is game 2 here today. Marysville's back at 6 this evening versus Iola or Ottawa. In the other game on the backside of the bracket, Chanute squaring off with Smith County in game 2 this morning. So double duty for yours truly. We'll join you again back at 6. Thanks to Katie Teeter back in the studio, keeping eyes and ears on us. Max Blasky's taking a well-deserved day off after marathon coverage in the county fair circuit last week, and he set things up for us. I do appreciate that. We'll play again this evening. A must-win then for Marysville to stay alive. Last year they came out of the bottom side of the bracket, went all the way to the championship with Garnett to go 4-2 as runner-up. They'd like to come back here, but we'll have to do it the hard way now, going to the bottom side of the bracket with the 6 p.m. tilt this evening. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, on air, online, on our mobile app, and our continuing coverage of service of our KNDY Sports Booster Club members. Bruce Deerking saying thanks for listening. Have a great day. We'll see you again tonight.
At your service 24/7, on air, online, and on our mobile app. News, weather, sports, and more. Yours from KNDY.